Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. This is the match preview for Everton v Luton Town at Goodison Park this Saturday at 3 o'clock. Just before we get into this match reaction, if you can like, comment, subscribe. Who do you reckon we're going to line up with? What do you believe the score is going to be? What do you think this win, if we get a win, will do for us? Do you reckon we could progress from here? Or if buts and maybes at this moment of time. But yeah, getting into the game, I'll be going this Saturday. Looking forward to it. Going on my own, it's a bit weird, but yeah, I thought why not? Got a Saturday off. Probably my last one for a while, maybe. So yeah, I thought why not go to the game, support the lads, and luckily we've come off from a victory at Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup, a massive win for us. And that's 2 wins from 2 in a space of like 4 days. So, if you get a victory here, then it really puts us in a promising position to kick on from here. Like after you could say a real struggle at the start of the season. I've always, apart from, it was until we got beat by Arsenal, it was only Aston Villa which really concerned me with the performance, but I thought the Arsenal game was a real poor display from an attacking sense and a managerial sense as well. And yeah, other performances have warranted a better result, which we haven't, unfortunately, got. But if I look overviewed the season up to now, you could easily get worried of the position we're in. Before the Brentford game, you could be really worried. The lack of squad depth and that, and you just think, it's another struggle for Everton again this season. But I've looked at it in a different way. There's been positive performances. There's been signs of improvement in areas of the pitch. You had to wait for players to get back from injury as well. And Harrison played against Aston Villa. I don't think I mentioned him enough in the match reaction, but he played out. He was outstanding for someone who's barely played a competitive game of football in a long time. He looked really good, and yet it's exciting. For the first time in ages, I'm smiling going towards a game where we're on the up, if you could say. First time we've won 2 away games on the bounce in about 10 years, but we've won 2 games on the bounce, but not like consecutively, playing a game and a game. But still, regardless of any stats and whatnot, winning 2 away games against really good opposition, you've got to put your hat off to the lads. You've got to credit them where it's due, and I just want us to go at Luton. I want to cause them absolute misery. I want to be all over them. I don't want to give them a second to breathe. I want the fans to make the pitch feel about 10 times smaller, which they normally do anyway. And I'll be there as well, screaming my head off, trying to push on the team as much as I can from the sidelines. Making me sound like a manager here. I'm not sure if I'm going to vlog the game. I might have felt a bit more comfortable if I went with a friend and done it there, but we'll see how I feel. If I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood to vlog it. But my main aim is to go to the game for us to pick up 3 points and to go to play against Bournemouth at home the following week and really have some confidence behind us then that we can really possibly get another win on the board, which is massive for us. It's a real big chance for us, to win 3 games in a row in the Premier League is really a big deal, especially for a club like us at the moment and what we've been through for the past few years. 3 wins in a bounce would be absolutely massive at this stage of the season. You kind of say you're on 1/3 to the way of staying up, or like a quarter away of staying up. Sorry, bad match there. Um, and yeah, listen, Luton's going to come here and they're not going to be easy at all to play against. They're going to be rugged. They're going to be able to. They're going to probably put 11 men behind the ball. Um, this striker. What's his name? Oh God, Morris, I think it is. Callum Morris or something like that. Clinton Morris. Um, looks a real handful. He's had a few efforts I've seen on Luton's highlights that he's hit the bar or post. He's looked really threatening. He's already scored, I think, twice in this league. You know, they need to get the ball to him, basically. I think, but they could play a very obvious style where, like Everton have done over, and what Burnley with Sean Dyche done, like just cross the ball into the box, kind of old style English kind of football. And I think that really suits us. I think Tarkowski and Bramfleet would have a field day if that's their plan of action. Um, but it's up to us to capitalise on we need to perform ourselves. If we underperform, then it's going to be a really tough game for us, and listen, it could easily end up with a 1-0 to Luton, or it's a blank 0-0. We need to be all firing. We need there's no excuses to me. I think, you've only played a few days ago. A lot of people might mention that, and it was a tough game against Aston Villa. But, other teams have done it. The other teams play in Europe and they have played us where we've had a week off and they go and beat us. So, to me, it's never an excuse. And this confidence we've got from these 2 victories now should really, really turn the gears up with this squad. Yes, we've lost 3 games at home, 1-0. I just can't see us losing a game again at home 4 in a row. You might go, a draw is a positive because at least now you picked up a point, but to me it's not. You've got to beat the likes of Luton. And also, if a lot of people are going to put us, and a lot of our Everton fans as well, are going to believe that we're going to be in a relegation fight as well. I'm not going to believe that till halfway through the season. We kind of, back in the day, used to have bad starts in the league, which I could remember vividly. And, we kicked on from them moments. Obviously, right now, it's a bit of a different situation, but I do believe this is a better squad. I can start to see what they're trying to do. And yeah, it's going to take time, but, progression's progression. But as a fan who's dealt with absolute hell in the past few years with this team and this club, to try and get to 40 points, 38, 35, as quickly as possible, it's going to make me feel 10 times better, because I just don't like going down to the wire again. I don't want us to go through a moment in January, February or March where it really struggling. I just can't deal with that again, and I think moments like these right now you don't get much in football. Or with this team, it's confidence and momentum, and we could really create that for ourselves by beating Luton. Getting rid of again a bit of pressure of playing at home, and the players might have felt that playing away from home. Felt recently that less pressure of playing against the home fans, because we do put a lot of pressure on our players, but we have a high demand, we have a high expectancy with this club, and regardless of who's on the pitch, we expect 110%. We expect them to attack a team and score some goals. We haven't scored a goal against us this year, which really makes me sad. It's quite dire, to be honest, but it's up to us to amend that. And if we can't do it against Luton, then it's back to the drawing board, and worrying starts to creep in within the club and the fans. You have to take advantage of this, and the only worry is we've had past few seasons we played the likes of these promoted teams at home, and we've lost near enough every time, and we need to sort it out. I think if Luton don't get a victory here, it doesn't mean they're going down, but I think Luton will find ways to pick off teams and scrape some wins, especially at home. But I just really hope they don't do it on Saturday. We have to win. A draw to me is not good enough. You can't go to Villa, you can't go to Brentford and win, and then you can't beat Luton at home. It simply isn't good enough if that happens. So, yeah, the lineup, to me, I'll have. It's a tough one, because I haven't, be honest, I haven't really fully. It would have been nice to get a Luton fan on here, but it's just a bit last minute with a reaction last night to the game against Villa and then doing a review today. But so I could have probably planned ahead and got a Luton fan on because I'd like to know a bit more of their style and play, but they just seem like a team lacking quite a bit of quality for this league, but real dogged, got some pace in their side as well, and they've got the likes of Ross Barkley as well, which obviously I hope he does. It's going to be weird seeing him in the Luton kit, but yeah, I'll have Pickford in goal, Branthwaite, Tarkowski. I'll revert back to for. I don't know, because you could say a five at the back, three at the back. Might do three. Yeah, I think you should stick to the same formation as Aston Villa. Three at the back. I put Pickford, Branthwaite, and Tarkowski, and unfortunately, only because I think Luton's going to play a certain style, I'll throw Michael Keane in there. I never thought to say that, but I just still think Godfrey is quite a liability at the back in terms of just all round, where Keane's a bit more polished in areas in terms of his aerial battles. Probably just a bit of a better partnership with the likes of Tarkowski. Is only making me push the edge of putting Keane into the squad. Then I'll have Patterson for some pace. I spoke too close to the mic there. Patterson for some pace. He needs more game time, and I think if he can't prove himself against Luton, he's really making it hard for himself to make a name on this team sheet. Left, I'll go for, if Mikalenko's fit, it'll be Mikalenko. If not, because like I said, there's late fitness test for Mikalenko. Ashley Young, obviously, that's the ideal replacement. And then the middle's a bit of a hard one for me because Garner played really well. I don't know where to go because Decore's been an absolute pain in the arse for any defenders. He's just a nuisance. And I don't know if he's going to be required for this game. I feel like he doesn't need to be. So I would probably put Onana, Gay, and see, you can't take Decore out because I think Garner, just because he played more minutes the other day, and I don't want to make excuse for tiredness and that, but I just think Decore played so well against Brentford. Give him another game. You can't really drop him. He could have got 2 goals. I think he got an assist as well. If I can remember correctly. But he was everywhere in that game, so yeah, a bit of a daft one by me, but yeah, Decore, Onana, and they're just going Gay. And then left, I'll say Danjuma. Right, I'll say, I'm trying to forget, I've actually forgot who we've got in our squad. That's heavy, that, I've totally forgot who we've got in our squad. I've no idea. I've had an absolute brain fart here. I've completely forgot who we've got. Well, I'll say, a bit of a tough one for striker, but let's say put Harrison on the right, even though he played the other day, but, I think he'll be required for this game. or you can argue with Garner being at right wing, even though it's not his favourite position, and he will cut inside. And Beto DCL, it's a bit of a tough one. DCL is looking a bit more promising. Probably has more of a stake to be in the first 11 at the moment, but Beto's still been very good for us. I'll put DCL. I think I'll put DCL up front. And just give Beto a little, we don't want to push him too hard and just get him coming off the bench, hopefully in a good position. And he could show his, his qualities then. But yeah, I'll put DCL up front. And then my scoreline prediction, I'm going to go for... I'm going to say 3-0. That's a bit overly confident, you could probably argue. I think this could be the potential for Pickford getting his first clean sheet of the season. I just can't see them getting past our defence at the moment, because the defence look relatively good. Really good, actually. But I just think we've got too much for them. But, I think it'll be a tougher game than a 3-0 will look like. We do have their chances, but yeah, I think we'll just catch them. Oh yeah, we got McNeil as well. Ugh, couldn't think then. Oi. Yeah, probably McNeil starts over Danjuma, to be honest. I think Danjuma just needs to do a little bit more when he plays. He's contributing, but just he can really go quiet in a game for quite a large period of time. Where McNeil is non-stop. He always tries to get the ball back. He's very hard working off the ball. Really supports the left back or right back, whatever he plays. So yeah, probably McNeil for Danjuma. Yeah, I just think we're gonna have too much for them. I really do hope this confidence will follow me when I go to Goodison this Saturday. What do you guys think? What are any of you going to the game? Comment down below if you're going to the game, because I am actually tempted to go there early. I get a pint somewhere. I don't think I've ever. It's really sad for me saying this. I don't think I've ever been to the Everton pub, or the main one. I don't even know what it's called as well, because I never go in there. Or I can't think on the top of my head. So it'd be really nice to go for a pint in there before the game. Maybe get a bit of food as well. But if anyone's going, let me know. Comment here, and then I'll try and get in touch with you if you've got socials or whatever, and just meet up for a little 2-5 minute chat, whatever. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. See you all soon, and yeah, next video, my reaction to the game. See you later.